I cannot hear anything. I don't know what's going on. Ah, there we go. We're 81% complete. So, I think we're almost done. I think we've got, I don't know, 2 more things to do, maybe 1 more? I don't know. But, we shall be continuing. If anyone follows the YouTube channel, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded yesterday's. Kind of trying to figure out how to edit, but yeah, I'll get to it. I don't know whether to buy the editor that I'm looking at or not to get it to work, but still, let's go. Okay. Alright, what was the last thing? So the last thing we came here to... I can't remember. Well, Dick Dunbar he's on the killer's list, yeah, I know. And he has a heart condition. Where are we? I'm not sure where we are. Okay, come on, load your silly thing. Okay, cool. Alright, Francis. Okay, we'll talk to the lady, shall we? This is hey there, and Bing Cortana, hello, and another TV viewer. Hi. 1 second, guys. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's talk to lady, shall we?
How do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot.
Oops.
Chief Inspector Jupp told me that you might be coming.
Sound too cheerful.
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
I think you might even be interviewed. You are key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. As you can imagine, when I saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
Well done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
Well, he's odd. Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself and stares into space. He told me that it was because of a wound he got in the war. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said.
Hello.
And then he was in Chelston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Interesting.
Where were the stains on the shirt?
On the collar and on the buttonholes.
Cut used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
Do you know where Cust
interesting.
was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. Ah, I remember one thing. Exeter's by the sea, right?
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churchton. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
Oh,
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
interesting.
Take the key on the counter.
Thank you.
I should check the register.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Okay. What did you figure out, my Dessa?
This woman appears to be in a good mood.
There might be smooth movements, but she peels potatoes just as well as I do. She does not tired at all.
I really would like to help, but I think I've said all I have to say.
It's ready? Yeah. Yeah. Are they rosary beads? Relaxed posture. Oh, okay.
Mrs. Marbury is in a good mood. She's working very precisely in producing incredibly thin peel.
Ah, that's what she's after. Okay. Okay, well, my pills aren't exactly thin. So, wait, what is that thing?
It looks like I've found the real master of this house.
Oh! It's a cat! A portrait of the cat. Cork on the end of a pin. It's up to you. Cushion with hairs. Okay.
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
Yes, as they should be. Alrighty, what is that?
I have something to say to Mrs.
Oh, okay. I thought that was for later, but okay.
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe that you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder. Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favor. Mr. Cust was away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
Come here.
You rented the same room to two people. Very profitable, but quite illegal.
I'm sorry, that's not
But-
right.
I didn't harm anyone, I was only helping everybody out.
No. Wait. If you had asked the guy first, sure, but that's just fucking rude. Even by my standards.
How awful. This place is a real mess.
Bah. You ain't seen mess yet, buddy. Slightly, just a slightly misaligned bed. Oh dear.
The least we can
why
say
is
is
this
that
not
Mr.
loading at all?
Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
No. Because regardless of how bloody much you want it, it ain't gonna appear.
Trousers, white shirts, everything has been washed very well. Most probably the basting dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands. All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churchton murder onwards. Nothing before that date.
That's weird, cause excuse me, as I wasn't much considering it was.
Bexhill Daily Paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder.
Thank you. Hmm. Hey, Brie. What is this thing? It's the throat stuff. Laudanum based.
Laudanum Cameron's chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Why did you take it though? Where is the... Ah, there we go. A sedative? What kind of sedative?
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Okay. Go ahead. Kniff.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Okay. I'm not offline, you stupid thing. Why do you keep cutting in and out? Because the internet keeps cutting in and out. Okay. But why isn't it cutting in and out on the... What the hell's going on? Stop doing that.
It's an ABC.
Well, he uses the railway constantly.
Cast is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury. John Milligan, Managing Director, Silk Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes.
Hello, buddy. How are you? Been busy?
Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning?
That...
I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it?
Oh. It is cold and windy outside. You're right. It's windy down here too. How do you get the ribbon out? You...
The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it. Something is blocking the ribbon.
Isn't it this thing? Oh no, that's where that's the guide, isn't it? For the... No, I don't want to look at you, I want to look at this.
The letter
Interesting.
heel has been removed.
Really? Didn't I just do that? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Fingerprint out there, I suppose. Yeah.
The right-hand heel has been removed.
So theoretically I should be able to unspool it together and then pull it forward.
Something is blocking the ribbon.
No worries, that's alright. Okay. Oh, did I get
here
it?
is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC.
I mean, I'm quite
only need
sorry.
the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
I'm quite sorry for you. What?
All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
Okay. Right. Well, there's the thing over there that says he was in Charleston. No, piss.
The Bexhill paper.
Yeah. But can't you get the mail, the papers sent from other places? If you're just fascinated. But he has written it, but then... I don't know, sorry. There we go. Why would you put white on white, you silly things? Oh well.
The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th.
Celebrated in small, gentle circles. Yes, now what? So, oh, we're still searching the room, okay. Do-do-do-do-dum.
ABC guys. Enough to sign about a dozen murders. It's closed.
Okay then.
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string.
Exactly.
Stockings. The least we can say is that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Yes, yes. What the balls is going on?
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there. No use continuing the inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see.
I wonder why the internet's playing up. Lauren seems to be able to watch it just fine. I think it's my laptop. I think it's my laptop that's just struggling. Oh well.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
Oh,
Bye.
Don't close that.
Ah, Chief Inspector.
Whatever.
I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome.
Weird.
Please
Okay.
excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes.
Yo.
I had best talk to Jack.
Press the wrong
I've
button.
listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Did I not? Okay. Was it possible to kill all 3 victims? There. Any common points between? But then they would have sent all the... it might be somebody with the same company. But then why is the ribbon in his, apart from... perhaps the guy that stayed in his house... in his room. No? Okay. I don't think him having blood and like they're too whatever. Between Cust and the killer. I didn't think that had anything to do with them. Alright, what the hell? Alright, oh, letters. Yeah. No. No. Okay. What the hell? Okay. All the letters. We don't know that he had blood on him, but we don't know whether that's his from the coughing, which seems about right, or somebody else's. So the things he has in common is the letters, the ABCs, and he lied about his destination. And he keeps trophies of it. So what? How do you know that's like the knife to stab? What? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, but whatever. Okay. But you got a fact there that... oh, whatever.
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind.
I don't know, I'm quite confused actually, buddy.
You would expect the murderer's
But
shirt
hello,
to
welcome.
be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes. Yet we see quite the opposite. You
True.
would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can we talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may have done the murders in an altered state.
A familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall remember that.
Right.
How
I'll
you
go and
doing?
examine the suspect's room.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Okay. You are one of the people I know that runs themselves ragged as much as possible, so... yeah, that makes
To Scotland
sense.
Yard, please.
You don't seem happy unless you're exhausted, man. Hey!
This man is not in good shape.
He's hyperventilating. Or is he just shaking? Yeah.
He is worried and very tired, and other police have been hard on him.
What do you want from me?
Are you Alexander Bonaparte Cust?
So? You find my name ridiculous, is that it? Huh?
What's ridiculous about that?
I am Hercule Poirot, and I want nothing other than the truth.
Ah, you're the detective.
Why did you send me a letter before each crime?
Why all these questions? When are you going to stop pestering me?
Très bien. You did not hide these letters. But the question remains, who did?
Probably one of my enemies. I have many.
Okay.
Are you capable of murder, Mr. Cust?
All these questions are giving me a headache.
Doesn't answer the question though. Oh, that counts as a coughing fit, does it? Okay. Did anyone else just see a flash of colour come out from him then? Or did my eyes play it on that?
Poor man. If only I could help
Ah,
him.
we've got the laudanum. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Don't give him the sedative though. Yeah, the laudanum. I'll use. Yeah, take this.
Take this. It will help you.
Thank you. Oh, good God, my shirt is covered in blood again.
Bon. I now know where the bloodstains Mrs. Marbury saw came from. Are you well enough to speak?
Yes, I feel much better.
Okay, so that was cover fit because it continued on.
Are you capable of murder, Mr. Cust?
All these questions are giving
Are
me
you
a
going to
headache.
ask again?
You suffered during the war.
It's true. I was wounded. I suffered. But the army was the only place I didn't feel inferior. No questions. Just orders to follow.
But ever since you were wounded, you have absences, bouts of amnesia.
And headaches.
Professor Clark treated you.
Yes, a few years ago he really helped me with my burned throat.
Of course, you never considered killing a doctor who took such good care of you.
No. No, never.
You were seen at all the crime scenes.
Yes, I was. I travel a lot. But not for pleasure. I am terribly unwell in trains. But I had to respect my engagements. My employer gave me very precise written instructions about the towns I had to visit.
Let's see. The company you claim to work for, Silky Legs, has never heard of you. And as for these letters they sent you, they were written on your own typewriter.
The company sent me the typewriter when I started working for them.
Yes, but the letters were received afterwards. So it would appear that you typed them before sending them to yourself.
I don't remember. Good God! I don't know what's happening to me. My head hurts terribly.
Okay. Gothic confessional. Okay. Are you gonna talk to him
He
again,
is
or?
prey to a terrible anxiety. Is it remorse? Or simply the pressure of the questioning and the train journey? He is in no state.
No, baby, no outside. No outside. Do we offer him the set? Let's offer him a small piece of the sedative.
Take this. It will help you.
No, baby, you can't go outside. You get lost.
Oh, I think I'll be fine.
Let us see, Cust. Look at me.
Baby
you know
cat,
very
come
well
here.
that you committed these murders.
Yes, I know.
But I'm not wrong in saying that you do not know why you committed them.
No, I don't.
Okay. The Bubba Cat. Sorry? Oh, thank you. Hello. Ah, square. Nay? Weird. Okay. I'm quite sorry for... Oops. You... Oh, buggered. Excuse me. Okay.
Let us leave Cust alone. He's at the end of his tether.
Alright then. Bye!
And what conclusions have you drawn?
Plenty. It might help us to understand him a little better. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay, let's try. Whoa! What do we know about Cust's health? He suffers from hepatitis. There's a problem with his throat. Oh, baby, I can't see! Are there any clues that do not support his guilt in the Charleston murders? Baby cat, I can't read that. And the screen's not loading, so I can't exactly see. Baby cat. Here, look, baby cat. No, what the fluff? Jump down. Thank you. Stay there. Stay right there. No, here you go. That's hot. Well, the fact that he started late and he doesn't even recognize the guy is taunting. I know! It doesn't make any sense. You can't go outside until you learn how to use the door. The cat flap. Okay, she's learning how to use the cat flap. Clever. But he doesn't even recognize... No, wrong one. Yeah, fine. Ah, we can skip ahead. Fine, what's this question? Son of a feck! Oh, it goes all the way back to it anyway, okay. Are there any clues that do not support his guilt? He says he didn't write them. He says he doesn't do it. He doesn't even recognize the guy's blanked out. Actually, yeah. He had blood on him, but Carmichael didn't have, had his throat cut from behind. So why would the blood land on him? Thanks, Lee. Fucking hell. Alright, think. Are there any clues that do not support... I reckon it's either that, or that. You don't have to have a reason to kill somebody. Well, then again. What the hell? 'Cause that has no relevance. Anybody got any idea? I'm about to go through all of these. What the hell? That wasn't a declaration by him. That was about him. He didn't declare any of these. Oh no, he declared that. No, he declared them. Sorry. So these two don't have any relevance here. Neither does that one. So it's out of those four. This is ridiculous. What the fuck? Okay, I just tried each combination with the things that even sound relevant, but... What the fuck? Okay. This is ridiculous. What? Alright. What the hell just happened? Okay, what do we know about Cust? The fuck? See, that'd be something else. That might be something else. Carmichael was attacked from behind, and blood spurted out in the direction of the sea, and he had blood on him to say that he didn't really do it? Whatever. No, that's what I was trying to do before, but it wasn't letting me. It just springs all the way back. Whee! Whee! Ah, it'll go back to that one, but it won't go to these. So the other ones are 2 as well. What the hell? Unless I'm missing something for this one? But, because none of them... Okay, you know what? No. Okay, fuck. Wrong button. Sorry, I've tried the ones that make sense to me. And they didn't work, so... process of elimination. What the fuck has that got to do with You'd expect the murder to be stained on the sleeves and not... But that's the same as saying that he has blood on him and... What the hell? They're two of the same frickin'... That's just fucking pedantic, you piece of bastardry. Alright. Clues that do not support... What the... That's the same fucking question! Okie dokie. Fuck, alright. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Are there any clues that do not support?
I don't see any clearer than before. This is worse.
There is one point to highlight. C'est curieux. Cust admits that he killed, but he does not know why. What did Dr. Thompson say? Even if Cust killed while in an altered state, it still must have been his deepest desire. He must have had a motive.
Let's keep it simple. Never mind his motive. He confessed.
But you see, he can confess to anything and everything. He denied the murders and then confessed to them. He confirmed that he never typed the letters. Then, with great ease, I managed to get him say quite the opposite.
Come on, he behaved like a guilty man. He lied to his landlady.
Because deep down, he believes himself guilty. From the papers, he noticed that he had always been at the scene of the crimes. He must think that he killed and then simply forgot what he had done.
How can you be so sure?
Let us look at his psychological profile. You will understand my point of view. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Shit, not again. Okay, fine. Okay. When did he say that? I must have missed that bit. I can't even read that. Cool. Okay. Is Kloss... Oh, okay, is Klosko, okay. None of this say anything about him being clever. What? What? Okay, is the top irrelevant or something? What is media set? Okay. Whatever. Fine. Is he sure of himself? Is he sure of himself? Okay. So these are the opposites. No, that's fine. Thank you. Weird, okay. Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
You see? Cuss' character is quite the opposite of the murderer's.
But if he's a madman, can we really talk about his character?
You know very well that our murderer does not behave like a psychopath. Apart from the signature, there is no ritual or repetition in the choice of victims.
Very well, you're right as always. So we have no confession, no culprit, no suspects, nothing. And all that after 2 months of inquiry? What should I do?
Have faith. Just give me 24 hours.
Where are we off to? Do. Ah, that way.
To Whitehaven, please.
Cust's arrest is a great success for you, Poirot. It's all clear now, except maybe 1 or 2 details.
Details. Ah, mon ami. The devil is
Yeah.
in the detail, as we say.
That's why it's a good mystery.
Excuse me?
Patience, Hastings. Everything will be clear once our guests arrive. Best be prepared. Slip a revolver into your pocket before they do.
A revolver? But Poirot, what are you afraid of?
Trust me. It is important you carry a weapon for this meeting. I will lend you mine.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able to play your role. Wait 1 moment, I will bring you my weapon.
Okay, bring the revolver. Where is the revolver, huh? Would it be in the desk? That's okay. Where would you? I don't know where he keeps his bloody revolver. He keeps it in the alligator. No? I would.
The white ammunition are blank cartridges. The others are real bullets.
Okay.
The revolver is loaded with real bullets. I still have time to choose blanks.
I thought he said the white bullet. Huh?
The revolver is loaded with blanks. I still have time
Are they
to
not
choose
white?
real bullets.
Okay, whatever.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able...
Whatever.
Voila, I entrust you with my weapon. It has hardly been used, it is almost new. Chief Inspector, is that you?
Yes. Sorry, but we haven't found anything.
Have you checked the typewriter?
And the packaging, the letter, and the ribbon reel. We've only found prints left by Cust and his landlady.
Well, never mind, I shall make do.
So, are you still going to hold your meeting?
Of course, Chief Inspector. I can hear my guest coming up the stairs.
Yeah, right, okay.
Why have you brought us here, Mr. Poirot?
Since Cust's arrest, I thought it was all done and dusted. Miss Gray formally identified him, as well as Miss Barnard.
Yes, and the stockings he saw drove the same brand as the ones found at my aunt's.
This is all true. However, a case is not closed if some questions remain open. And one question is, why did the murderer send me his letters? Why did he challenge me, Hercule Poirot?
Perhaps he wanted to play with you, to taunt you.
Xenophobia? Maybe he didn't like you because you're foreign.
I may be wrong, but maybe by provoking you, he was looking for glory?
All these theories should be studied. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Oh fuck, hang on, why did the murder make it? Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Pardon for the drinking noises. I'm thirsty. Okay. Alright, body was still warm. Piece of envelope with the wrong address. But that doesn't say why he made the mistake. True, the letter. That would make sense to me. Huh. He wasn't the one that said. What? Why is it showing? What the fuck? The mistake is intentional. Okay. The glory makes sense. Okay. Ah, wasn't that glory? Ah. Apparently it's wrong anyway. Ah, what's that got to do with the price of eggs?
Is everything clear now?
No.
You might like to explain your reasoning again.
Of course. First of all, remember that the murderer made it a rule to always post his letter before the murder. He never digressed from that rule. However, in Churston, he encountered a problem. The village has only 500 inhabitants. With advance warning, it would be easy to arrest him. Therefore, the murderer delayed his letters deliberately with the wrong address. The plan wouldn't have worked if he'd sent it to Scotland Yard or the papers, because everybody knows their addresses. The mistake would have been corrected, and the letter would have been on time. That is why the murderer chose me as the recipient.
Because for his plan to succeed, it was necessary for at least one of the letters to have a wrong address and get lost. It was very cunning.
Absolument. It is a very subtle plan. It matches the profile we have drawn up of him perfectly. That of an intelligent, daring and calculating murderer.
But that's not how you describe Cust.
You are quite right, mademoiselle. Like you, I find it hard to believe that this dull character is the clever murderer we are looking for.
Do madmen... I mean, if he's mad, he might have two very different sides.
No doubt. But the murderer is not mad. All the specialists agree that he does not have the profile of the psychopath.
But if Cust is not guilty, how do you explain his presence at the scene of the crimes?
Mr. Clark, the answer to your question is in the medical records of your brother's patients. Documents which Cust most certainly did not have access to.
Huh?
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Oh, about Cust, sorry. What do we know about Cust? No, he doesn't do that by choice. He doesn't try to overcome it. Why is it the background of the tobacco store? Excuse me. Ouch. Okay. The hell? Okay. No, sorry, that's not to do with him. Well, things we do know is this, that we don't know if he bought them. From what he sees, he's quite easily. I don't know, whatever. Whatever, fine. Did I miss the part where he says he travels by trains to try to get over it? Because from what I heard, he just gets worse each time. He doesn't like it. Just feels just as bad. Cause he wanted for a swim. What? And did I miss that part? These are really the only thing we know about him from his confirmation. Everything else is what other people have told us. And nothing that's been confirmed. What the hell? Okay, there's only 2 of these. Great. Yeah. I thought I tried that before. Oh well. Whatever. Okay. How to explain Cust's presence at the crime scene? Really? We don't know that was him, though.
Dr. Clark's patient's records provided a very useful list of potential victims, sorted by alphabetical order. The killer definitely used it, explaining the fact that all the victims were former patients of the doctor.
Thanks,
It is
Lee.
this fact that clears Cust once and for all, because he never had access to these records. So how did he happen to be at the scene of the crimes? Either the murderer sent him there, or Cust was following him closely. Cust's highly suggestible nature leads us to the second hypothesis. The murderer was manipulating him. He systematically sent Cust to the towns where he was going to strike, so that the suspicion would land on the poor man's shoulder.
That's evil. What sort of killer could have such a plan? And what would he gain from 3 completely different murders?
Indeed, it seems unlikely that the same murderer committed all the crimes. What should we take from that? Just one murder was of benefit to the murderer. The others were just diversions. On reflection, there is only one conclusion. The murderer killed once out of interest, and twice to divert our attention. This reasoning points at two potential culprits.
Franklin Clark.
Donald Fraser?
Yes, mademoiselle. That's good thinking. Mr. Fraser may have killed Betty out of jealousy. Mr. Clark may have killed his brother in order to inherit his large fortune. Both have a motive.
But Donald did not have access to Dr. Clark's records.
Exactly.
Please allow me to disagree with you, mademoiselle.
Go on.
Donald, too, has been treated by the doctor.
You're quite wrong, Mr.
I
Poirot.
thought not. I
And
don't
it
know why
shouldn't
that
be
was in
difficult
there.
to prove.
Wait, please excuse me. It was a slip of the tongue. This is what I wanted to say. Donald, Sir Carmichael was one of your firm's customers. We found a surveyor's report among his papers that proves it.
It doesn't prove that I went to Comeside.
You could have done it. And you may have used the opportunity to take a look at Sir Carmichael's records.
You think I'm guilty?
You or Mr. Franklin Clark?
That's ridiculous.
Both of you have a motive. The question is, which of you has the profile that most resembles the murderer? Let us now try and...
Okay. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald may share many character traits with the murderer, but he does not have his cold indifference. He has a temper. It is hard to imagine him planning anything. Also, jealousy is his motive, and crimes of passion are rarely planned.
Right, I suppose it's my turn to be subjected to the same scrutiny.
Absolument, Mr. Clark.
What, is that absolutely in a
Now try
moment, or
and
what?
get how brain cells to work.
Or in a Cedric? Is that in a moment, or absolutely, or... Yeah, I know it's French. That's why I'm asking you, because you know French. Ah, okay, it's French for absolutely. Thank you. Okay. Just checking. I can't exactly read that. That's a bit tiny. Okay, next. Confidence. we go. Self-confident. Next! He's a seducer. Oh, hang on. How many are we at so far? Oh. 1, 2, 3. Like trains, motherfucker! Okay. Next. Yes, he is generous. I reckon he's covering up for Grey. I don't know.
As you have all seen, there is a disturbing similarity between Mr. Clark's profile and that of the killer. In actual fact, it is exactly the same.
Mr. Poirot, your psychological studies are interesting, but your conclusions do not add up. Why would I have wished my brother's death? The inheritance is lawfully mine. I just have to wait.
No, you had to act quickly. Because of Miss Grey. Mademoiselle, although you haven't been telling the truth, there is no doubt in my mind that you would have found a way to marry Sir Carmichael after Lady Clark's death. For you, Mr. Clark, it was a disaster. If Miss Grey had children by your brother, you would not have inherited a thing. You realized the danger after reading several letters from ComSide, especially one in which your brother opened his heart to you. So you hurried home from China, and you took action. In truth, Cust was no more than a puppet manipulated by the real culprit. You, Mr. Clark.
Such an imagination, Mr. Poirot. In fact, nobody manipulated Cust. The famous instructions he received by post. He wrote them on the typewriter. We know that for sure.
Oh, no. You know perfectly well. That is not true. Eh bien, voilà. Light has now been shed on the ABC murders.
Your theories are ingenious, but you haven't any proof.
One point to him. For the moment, I have no material proof. Either I admit to it, or I bluff.
Bluff.
One thing proves it. A carton of placed cigarettes you stole from Mrs. Asher and found at your home.
You have nothing on me. You're bluffing,
Damn
Mr.
it.
Poirot.
Okay.
Come on, Thora, there's nothing for us to do here.
Don't touch me.
Thora!
I understand why you never wanted to lend me your new typewriter. And why you were searching through your brother's things. And the hole you dug on the moors. What did you hide there? The knife you used to kill your brother?
All right. Well played. I lose. The game's up. Don't come near me! I'll never let you take me, Mr. Poirot.
That did still really hurt your ears.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clark. There is no easy death for you. I expected your reaction, so I used blanks. I'm sorry, mademoiselle, but your second chance has been lost. Franklin Clark will never inherit his brother's fortune.
Okay, so she was just a motive. Okay.
Disappointed at having missed the chance to become Lady Clark, Thora Grey left England. Donald Fraser and Megan Barnard married.
Ah, that's nice.
On Poirot's recommendation, Mary Drower started to work for Lady Clark. the elderly lady's condition suddenly took a turn for the better. And a few months later, to Dr. Logan's great surprise, she was back on her feet again. According to this eminent physician, it appears to be an extremely rare case of spontaneous remission. Lady Clark has enjoyed very good health ever since. Journal of an Innocent. The incredible story of ABC. As for A.B. Cust, after being advised by Poirot, he made a great deal of money by selling his story to the press. And as for me, and with business booming, the Black Swan has become the #1 tourist attraction in the whole of Yorkshire, even more popular than York Minster.
Was that the building that looked like kind of like the Taj Mahal, but a lot smaller, like with the domes and that? Anyway, that's that. Yeah, I didn't call that. I will. I'll check it in a sec. I'm busy. What does it want? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So. Love you too, Leia. Yeah, that's the game. That was interesting. I missed out on 150 points. That's not bad, considering. I got 3/4 of the way there. Yeah, oh well. Yeah. I don't know what to do next. That's it. That's it for tonight. Yeah, I'll have to figure something else out for next week. I'll put a vote up to see what people are interested in. If you are on the Discord, put it on there, and I'll also pop it into the into a Facebook chat. But other than that, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun. At times it was a bit annoying, but the puzzles were fun. Bird says goodbye, and yeah, thanks for watching. That's our first series of mystery. That was just a massive fuck off spider. Bye.